Have you ever wondered what to expect during a home inspection? Home inspections really are an important step in buying or selling a home. So in this video, I'm going to go over the 10 most common issues that come up over and over again during a home inspection. Hi, my name is Casey and I'm a local realtor here in Corona. And on this channel, I share information about our local housing market. So if you find this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe buttons below. Okay, so let's get started. Home inspections really are an important step of buying and selling a home. If you're thinking about selling your home, getting it ready really is the first step. Buyers today are definitely going to do a home inspection, so it's a good idea to get your home ready before putting it on the market. And if you're trying to buy a home inspection is an absolute must to make sure you're getting a home that's in good condition. And during a home inspection, the inspector will come out and test all of the main systems in the home. They'll inspect the inside of your home, the outside, and in your attic. And they'll also check the roof too. And when they're done, they'll provide you with a very detailed report with all of their findings. And this report can really make or break the sale of your home. If this report shows a lot of issues, buyers will get nervous. And they may feel like there's just too much wrong with the home or that the home hasn't been well maintained. And if this happens, there's a very good chance they'll cancel the sale. And nobody wants this. So what can you do to prepare for a home inspection? Well, we see many of the same issues come up over and over again on home inspection reports. So if you address these things before putting your home on the market, I can assure you you'll have a much smoother home inspection and you'll increase your chances of actually selling your home. Okay, so here are the 10 most common issues that we see during a home inspection. Number 1, smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Now this is by far the most common item that we see on a home inspection report. Every city and county has different rules, but a general rule of thumb is you need one smoke detector in each bedroom and an additional smoke detector in the hallway outside of the sleeping areas. And you also need to have a carbon monoxide detector too. And typically these have to be installed one on each level of your home. Smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors are really easy to install and they take just a few minutes. And you can pick these up at your local hardware store, Home Depot or Lowe's, or you can even order them online too. And it's always a good idea to have smoke detectors for safety reasons, but if a buyer is obtaining a mortgage to buy your home, the lender requires it. So these have to be installed before the appraiser comes out to the property. And if they're not, there's an extra charge for the appraiser to come back out and re-inspect once they are installed. So make sure you have your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detector installed. Number 2, a water heater. This is another item we see all the time. Now here in California, a water heater has to be strapped and secured in place. And this is due to the risk of earthquakes in our part of the country. And again, there are specific rules regarding strapping a water heater, but typically it requires 2 straps that are secured into wall studs to hold the water heater in place. Now this isn't really hard to install, but we often call a local handyman to take care of this one for us. And again, this is an item that an appraiser is definitely going to be looking for. Number 3, light fixtures. During the inspection, we almost always come across a light fixture with a burnout light bulb. And even though this is a very minor item, it gets listed on the inspection report that the fixture wasn't operable. And this can make people nervous, and it can leave a buyer wondering if it's a bigger issue, like an electrical problem. So before your inspection, go through and make sure all your light bulbs are working properly. Number 4, GFI outlets. Now GFI outlets are a great way of preventing electrical injuries around your home. And these GFI outlets are typically installed in your home where electrical outlets are in close proximity to water. So in kitchens, bathrooms, laundry rooms, and garages. These outlets are designed to quickly shut off the power if there's a problem. Now some homeowners are comfortable doing this one, but I'd leave this one up to an electrician. Number 5, heating and air conditioning. Heating and air conditioning can be one of the most expensive items to repair or replace in your home. That's why I always recommend that homeowners try their best to keep these systems maintained. But this is especially true when you're getting ready to sell your home. It's a great idea to have a heating and air conditioning company come out and inspect and service your system. They'll check for leaks, make sure the freon level is correct, and they'll clean out debris. And it's a great time to change your filters too. This makes the system work more efficiently and it shows you maintained your system. Number 6, landscaping. Now if you have trees and plants around your home, you'll want to make sure they're trimmed back and not touching your home. It's very common for home inspectors to note that tree branches and plants are touching the roof or up against your home. And this can be an issue because it allows pests like mice and rats to enter your home, and nobody wants that. And it's a good idea to check your sprinklers and make sure the water isn't spraying onto your walls or your wood trim work. This water can cause damage and dry rot to wood around your home. Number 7, garage door. If your garage door has an automatic opener, it has to have a functioning safety sensor. This sensor ensures that if a child walks under the door as it's closing, it will automatically stop and reopen. Unfortunately, there have been several cases of kids being crushed or actually killed by garage doors. But it's very common for these sensors to get bumped or moved, and when it does, it causes the sensor to stop working. So take a few moments and test your automatic garage door opener to make sure this feature is working. Number 8, Minor leaks. A home inspector is going to check every faucet and drain in your home, so it's a good idea to check for minor leaks in your faucets and under your sinks. Even just a small drip can lead to major damage if it's not repaired. And these minor leaks come up all the time on a home inspection report, but they're very easy to fix. Oftentimes it's as simple as tightening a fitting or replacing a gasket. And these can be done by a handyman and are typically relatively inexpensive to repair. Number 9, a fire damper clamp. Now this is another minor item, but it comes up on almost every home that has a gas fireplace lighter or an artificial gas log set. If you're burning wood logs in your fireplace and the damper in your fireplace is closed, it's easy to tell because your home starts to quickly fill with smoke. But when you're using gas logs, it's different. There's no smoke. And if the damper in your fireplace is closed, carbon monoxide can quickly fill your home, and that can be really bad. So here in California, you are required to have a damper clamp installed on your fireplace to prevent the damper from closing completely. A damper clamp is just a small metal C-bracket that screws onto your damper inside your fireplace, and it simply keeps the damper from closing completely, which in turn allows the carbon monoxide to pass through the chimney. And these clamps are really simple to install and usually cost less than $10. And finally, number 10, the roof. Now roofs are a really big deal. Home buyers are always concerned about the roof, and I get it. It can be really expensive to replace a roof, and buyers don't want this type of unexpected expense. And I can assure you that buyers today are going to ask the inspector to thoroughly check out the roof. And even though most inspectors don't go up and actually walk on the roof anymore, they do bring out a drone and they take photos and videos. And this type of technology makes it very easy to see if there's any damage to a roof. So it's a good idea to have your roof checked before you put your home on the market. This way, if you have any cracked or missing roof tiles, you can take care of it before a buyer does their home inspection. And if you put the buyer's mind at ease during their inspection, the better chances you're going to have of having a successful sale. So that wraps up our list of the most common items found during a home inspection. Now, many of these things are very inexpensive to fix and can be done in just a single weekend. But I do recommend leaving a few of these more complicated jobs to the professionals. But getting these items checked before you put your home on the market is definitely worth it in the long run.